broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers. We're here during another AfterBuzz TV after show for MTV's Teen Wolf Season 5, Episode 12, Damnatio Memoriae.
Damnatio Memoriae. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Kristen Elizabeth Snyder. You can follow me at Cinematic Escape. If you are a viewer of our show, welcome back. If you are new, thank you. We're on iTunes, YouTube, and AfterBuzzTV.com. Download, rate, subscribe. We love your support. And joining me this evening is Alana Jordan.
Hi.
So lovely. I'm so lucky.
Where can we follow you, Alana?
You can find me on Twitter at Alana Jordan and on Instagram at That Alana Jordan Girl.
And I'm Ryan Malaty. Welcome back. You can keep up with me on Twitter and everywhere else at Ryan Malaty. Also, we have the laptop this time, so go to youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. You can watch live and chat with us live here on the show right now. Hi, Stephanie.
Or you can call us at 424-253-0504. Get your pen, 424-253-0504.
There you go.
And you guys, just so you know at home, we do 120 shows here per week at AfterBuzz TV. So if you're just tuning in for Teen Wolf, but you watch other shows, we probably do an after show for that too. So go ahead over and watch those shows as well. So let's get into the episode. I think the craziest part to me was the fact that we finally got to see the Javuda. And is this the last chimera, which is apparently the first chimera that was resurrected?
I don't think it was a chimera.
That's what everybody was saying, but this is the beast.
I think it's something different, and we finally get the information that they didn't create it. This whole time we thought that the Dread Doctors were creating this new thing, and even creepier, they just resurrected
an old
terrifying
creature.
It's
like a terrifying wedding. Something old, something new, and something blue.
That's coming to kill you.
Yeah.
Something dead.
So do you think that they found a bunch of old stuff or found a way to... how do you resurrect something that's dead?
You can only resurrect dead things, though, right?
Yeah,
that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a great point, Ryan. But I want to know... what do they do? Because Theo's resurrecting the chimeras as well, so...
To create his unsettling pack.
Yeah, so what is happening? Let's go ahead and ask a fan. We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name and where are you from?
Hey, this is Eric Asp calling from Columbia, South Carolina, a.k.a. CCF Freak in the chat.
Hey, Freak.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Not much, man, not much.
Thanks for calling.
I'm just calling to see what y'all think about the episode, and also, do y'all think, I have a theory here, do y'all think that Corey eventually will defect to Scott's pack?
I think so. I think all of Theo's pack is going to defect because if you ask me, it doesn't seem like Theo's pack likes him very much. And he's using threatening tactics that kind of see like their compulsion in a way. Because he gets all like serious and in their face and it seems like he's compelling them. But they still have the freedom to do what they want. So I think everyone's going to fall out of that pack eventually.
He's super manipulative. I'm telling you, he's the Ted Bundy of Teen Wolf. They're going to pick up on it. They're going to leave. They're going to go to Scott.
Well, he's brilliant the way he's building his pack because he's bringing people back to life. I mean, if you owe someone anything, it's going to be your life. They bring you back to life. You're going to owe them a lot.
You don't want to die again, Corey.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't want to die again. This guy Theo. you and I like him, Kristen. We like him. He's not your conventional bad guy, and we don't know exactly what he's up to, exactly where he came from, what his relationship to the Dread Doctors is, and what his motivation is for building a pack. So I think that, eventually Scott is going to be that leader that we always see him as, we always love him as. Whether or not Theo is going to join him or whether or not his Chimera pack is going to turn on him, we're going to have to find out.
Yeah. What did you think? Is it Eric from South Carolina?
Eric, CC Freak.
Yeah, that's it. I loved it. I really like to see Parrish, and I was just really happy to see Scott and Stiles sort of get back together. So that was good.
Stiles.
Do you guys think that Scott actually needed Stiles' help to move the metal, or do you think that was all him? Like,
No, I think he did.
Man,
I think the Wolfsbane really got to him. I think he's in a bad way.
Oh. I'm glad that they need each other, though. Maybe he needs to be in a bad way to know that he needs somebody. Sometimes you need somebody. Ryan, tell us about when you needed somebody.
When you need somebody enough. Okay. Thank you for letting me get that out of my system.
Sure.
No, it was pretty apparent that they need each other, especially that scene where Scott is trying to do the detective thing with the connecting the photos with the
and he ends up tearing it all down.
And he just ruins it. I mean, that was just to show that they're each other's better halves.
I agree.
They're starting to realize that more.
Eric from South
Yeah, I
Carolina,
agree with
we love your questions. Thank you for making our conversation even better.
Also in the chat, you're a rock
Thank
star
you.
in the chat, so thank you for being in there.
And please continue to call us weekly. We love hearing from you. And I started to talk to some of the cast. They're going to start coming in on our shows. If you looked back at other seasons, we always have a cast member on the show. So if you guys want to, you can go back, search through our other seasons, and your favorite cast member has probably joined us, and they will be again this season. Thanks so much for calling, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
No problem.
Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Stephanie doesn't like my singing. Oh, I'll try a little hard. How about...
There we go.
That's
You
kinda like
know, Stephanie, Ryan isn't a jar of Nutella. He can't please everyone.
I don't know what that is, but I'm definitely not one
I
of
don't
those.
like Nutella.
Neither do I, but everyone knows that.
Oh, a
right.
jar of Nutella.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a name. I thought it was some like Teen Wolf, like jar of Nutella.
How can you not like Nutella?
Thank you,
Jar of nut.
Marissa. Somebody gets my jokes. I'm just gonna quit.
It's not
somebody
even.
laughs.
It's not
It's
even
not a
real
joke.
chocolate.
It's not a joke then.
It's inhuman to not like Nutella.
All right.
right.
Seamus
I'm
wants
just
to
a-
know
I'm just a
if we
beast.
think that we'll see the Dread Doctors again, or will it just be the Beast?
Here's the thing. I want to see an episode, great question by the way, where the Dread Doctors are making the Javuda or resurrecting the Javuda. Because personally, I think most stories are compelling when you feel something for the villain too. So if we just get this surprise, like Scott was saying, he's just a kid, and then they're like, well, not anymore. So we got to see that I'm just a kid villain, but then I was turned bad. Because I really like when we get the backstory of the villain. Makes me care both sides. How do you guys feel?
We really do need that true villain because I'm not feeling it with Theo. He has his moments, and you can definitely he's like behind something. But you're right. It's hard to empathize with this blurry creature. It's hard to find. It's hard to the Jarva Nutella.
Nice.
And it's hard to really pinpoint your emotional frustration on one particular character or entity in this season. It's really it's
got
more
3
mysterious.
villains.
Yeah,
We
we
got
got the
Theo.
Dread
Javuda.
Doctors, Javuda Nutella,
The Beast.
Beast of the Fresco.
Beast of Fresco.
So you're right. It's tough to really find a villain to love to hate because we just don't know enough.
I feel like Theo is the closest that we have because
Because we love him and you hate him.
Exactly. He's polarizing. Whereas the Dread Doctors, you're like, well, because you don't really get too much about them. How they say that the creature is designed just for killing. Gerard is very adamant about there's no rational reason for it. He's just a killing machine. The Dread Doctors are literally machines that are just designed to create.
They used to be people,
evil.
and then they found a way to preserve their bodies, which I think is awesome. If we just got that episode of who they were and how
It makes
they
me
did
think
this.
of Cybermen and Doctor Who. Like, I do want their backstory because I want
Of course, I haven't seen
is more
Doctor Who
references to
either.
the-
No, Buffy. But the
wait,
fans love your references. I just
Doctor Who?
haven't watched everything.
Doctor Who?
We get it, Ryan.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Gerard's back.
Yeah, welcome back, Gerard.
Back from the dead. So, what is that flower that healed him or cured? I think he ate some mountain ash way back when.
Yeah.
Maybe the fans can help us. Are you in the chat?
Yeah, help us out. What was that flower? You ate it like it was catnip. You know.
And then it was like the
that he had to
fountain of
get
youth.
from the safe, so we knew that it was something valuable from the get-go. But
And
we don't
can
know.
we use that whenever? Like, does Scott need a bite of those white flowers to regain
Yeah.
his strength? Like, give us some answers, chat or caller. Let's go ahead and take a call.
Yes.
Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Hi, Memphis, Tennessee. What's your name?
Her name's Memphis. She's from Tennessee. Welcome to the show, Memphis.
Memphis, did you have a question?
For Teen Wolf,
Yes.
Yeah.
my question is, I was wondering, how do you feel about all of the storylines, and if that girl will be able to help Lydia be the badass that she needs to be as a banshee, and kick some butt and wake up.
Thank you for the prompt.
If she's gonna die or not.
I like
Yes.
that. So that character is Meredith, who we've had on our show. Meredith is also Maya Shet in real life, and she's awesome. And now that I saw that she's in the season, I'm definitely going to invite her on the show. And Meredith's character, it seems like she's a good banshee. I think that she'll be able to train Lydia to be that badass that we saw her in a long time ago when we saw sort of like a glimpse into the future.
That was episode 1.
Of season 5.
Season 5, yeah.
I love that Teen Wolf 2 does the lower thirds where they have the hashtag, and it was hashtag badass banshee, and I was like,
I didn't even see that. But
yeah,
I'm excited.
I was all about it. I was like, that's
I was
right.
too. I don't think I saw it because I was hiding under my covers from that scene. And,
Oh.
The ring scene where
yeah,
she looked
came
like...
out of a tub filled with.
Yeah, it was like a mixture
Death.
of Samara from The Ring and the La Brea Tar Pits,
Yeah.
So-
just fused.
Oh,
So
yeah,
was
it's
that
freaky.
Meredith being resurrected out of the tub?
You
Is
know-
that what you got out of it, Memphis, Tennessee? That was Meredith coming out of the tub being resurrected?
I was just wondering if she's going to help her if Meredith is a banshee, because we've seen her throughout Icon House and her
Yes.
helping Lydia. I'm just wondering, how long will it take for Meredith to help Lydia wake up, to help Scott and Kira, and what is even Kira doing?
Well, I'll tell you, if she doesn't help Lydia kick some butt by next episode, then I will be dressing
I'll
up
be
as
very
a
upset.
wolf.
Yeah.
So let's hope she kicks some butt, because I'm gonna have to figure out how to come here as a wolf. Yeah, she's gonna. I think the whole idea is really cool that she's learning how to kick butt in her dreams. I got this really Matrix kind of
Yeah.
feel. You know, she's obviously laying there catatonic, but she's conscious in her dreams. She's gonna learn to kick butt. When she does wake up, we see what she's capable of, as we saw in episode 1. And so it's cool to have that answer. Now, what she does from there, we don't know. That's the cool thing about this show, is there's a bunch of storylines that will converge.
But it seems like she's gonna wake up, she's gonna kick butt, she's gonna save her friends.
I love that
End
she
of the
has
day.
that out-of-body experience and sees how
Yeah.
awful the nurse is. I was like, what is that, Icon House?
We know you're dangerous.
Train your staff
we know
better.
you're
What is happening?
pretending.
You can't just be yelling at this catatonic.
This is
Like,
how we
come
are,
on.
good nurse. Thank you so much for calling Memphis, Tennessee. We never got your name, so that's why we're calling you that.
My
but
name is Victoria. I was trying to
Victoria.
Victoria.
That's a pretty name.
That's
And
better
then
than Memphis.
My last thing, are any one of you people on the panel, Kristen, Ryan, are y'all a video fan? Because I'm just waiting it out to see if they're ever going to put Stiles and Lydia together, because they've been hinting at that since.
Still.
I've been gunning for it from season 1, and I have hope, even though now with them throwing the parish wrench into the mix.
I've
Well,
heard.
this is just a flame, just like Lydia was.
Yeah, the information that I have heard tossed around on the interwebs and from people on the show is that the creators of the show, Jeff Davis, and the writers, it seems like that's the one thing they don't want to give the fans.
Oh,
So
Apparently.
I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I really want it to happen. But I don't
You
think
know
it's
what,
going to. Apparently, the
I
writers
think-
just don't want to do that. They can't give us everything we want, and
No,
I get
they
that.
can't.
I
They
get
True.
that.
They could give us Stydia. There are Ross and Rachel. Give it.
It happened in like a dream though at some point, didn't they? Like
Yeah.
make out in a dream. So I think that was just the teaser
That was-
that
yeah,
The
that's-
psych
that
out
works.
is
that's
what
all
it
we're
was.
ever
That's
gonna
fine.
get. Live in your dreams, guys. Then you'll be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Victoria. Thanks for
And don't
joining
forget
us.
the news and gossip about Crystal Reed.
Crystal
coming back
Reed,
to
yeah.
Teen Wolf, but not the-
Well, you should come on
Allison.
our show, Victoria. Or, yeah, you need to give us this AfterBuzz exclusive info.
Yeah, we got the scoop in Memphis, Tennessee.
All right.
Thank you, Victoria.
It's pictures everywhere. She's back, but just not as
She's back.
Yeah, she
Not
looks
as
good.
Allison.
back as one of her like lineage
She's rocking that
Yeah.
corset.
family.
Thanks so much for joining us, Victoria. Have a great night, and we look forward to talking to you in the
too.
future.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, huge shout out to all the AfterBuzz fans. You guys
Yeah.
are awesome. You guys always call in with a lot of great content and substance, and everyone in the chat is so engaging. The fandom for Teen Wolf, and especially AfterBuzz's Teen Wolf, is so impressive.
Yeah, I think we got like over 30,000 downloads on iTunes in a week and over 10,000 views on YouTube. But you know how many of those 40K people followed me? None.
4.
Thank you guys for the follows. I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry
I
I
haven't
didn't
been
follow
paid.
you. I just, you're not that interesting. I'm sorry.
No, I will follow you, but you gotta follow us first. We'll follow back.
I follow you into the mists of
follow
Babylon,
back.
if that's what you mean.
This is a team of wolves
A
here.
Team Wolf.
And if you want to be part of our ABTV Teen Wolf team, follow us and we follow back.
Yeah.
Those are the rules.
The follow
and
backpack, if you
Follow
will.
backpack,
Follow
if you will.
backpack.
I like that.
Nice.
So we should just say exclusive AfterBuzz exclusive news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Yeah.
So, as Victoria told you guys, and I'm sure you already know if you're a fan of Teen Wolf, that Allison is coming back, but not as Allison. Crystal Reed will be her family. She's gonna basically be the lineage, like her family
ancestor.
in the past, her ancestors. Thank you for the words. I forget them often. And she's gonna be her ancestors and basically show us the beast of Javuldan and what that was originally and how the Argent's connection to it is very personal. In fact, I think from what we've read on the internet, this isn't a spoiler, but I guess turn your volume lower if you don't want to know. But from what the internet is saying, that, you know, the Argent family was originally killed this beast the first time. So they're coming back to hopefully kill again, and then Allison's gonna play, you know, her family's ancestors and show us, I guess, probably how she killed them the first time.
Yeah, right? You need
Yeah.
someone
History
for
repeated.
instruction.
Yeah.
You can't just...
We need that history.
Dread Doctors bring back the beast of the...
Javulda?
The Javudan.
The Jabberwocky.
And the jar of Nutella is coming for everyone, and there needs to be something to counterbalance that evil. I mean, you have one side playing their cards, you need someone else to throw down, and the Argent family is going to be that balance.
Yeah, I'm glad
like
the
what's-
Argents are coming back, and I think J.R. Bourne, who plays Chris Argent, might be joining us this season, so stay tuned. Stay tuned! Stay tuned!
Yes, we have a lot of people come on the show and sit on that couch right there.
Yes.
Sitting on that
Okay.
couch right now is a friend of mine named Kevin. Kevin,
I don't know.
don't you love Teen Wolf?
I love Teen Wolf.
There you go.
Yes! We have a Teen Wolf fan with us
Teen
right
Wolf
now.
is life.
Teen
Life
Wolf
is Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf is Bay.
Teen
Bay
Wolf
is
is
life.
big. I like that.
Yeah.
Show us your Teen Wolf tattoo.
My Teen Wolf
Yeah, you got
tattoo?
one last night. It was nuts.
Hold on one second. Oh. It's actually below the waist. I can't actually. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can't take my pants off and keep the headset
We
on.
will tweet that photo
Yes, we will.
out after the show.
Yeah.
So
After
getting-
midnight, after all the kids
After
are asleep.
midnight when all you guys are asleep. Okay.
Totally do that.
Mm-hmm.
Good news. Then let's go ahead and talk about Liam and Hayden. So this was very weird to me because, you know, Liam's all like, hey girl, you're not returning my text. And she's all like, well, you didn't save me. In fact, you let me die. And he's like, well, that's not exactly what happened.
That's the ultimate retort for you didn't return my text. Well, you let me die, so I'll text you when I get around to it. How about that?
Yeah, now I'm back live. This is my life. I'm going to do what I want. I got a second chance. You're not in it.
I don't. She's
No?
so
Angsty?
just. I feel like the highest maintenance girlfriend you could have. Hayden, because she's so physical. She was punching him in the face to wake him up. Did you see that?
Look,
after they jump off the cliff?
She needed to get it out, okay?
She was punching him in the face. It's one thing to
out.
like slap a guy, you know. She's just wailing on him. He's waking up to getting beat on.
She's getting
like,
it
what
all
else is
out
new?
there. This is how she confronts him.
Liam's such a nice guy. Whatever happened in 6th grade or whatever. I mean, that's far and away
Let
over.
it go, Hayden.
Let it go, Hayden.
Instantly, they heal instantly. It's the same as it's like a nose flick for
Well, he
us.
also was like, "Do
I guess
you trust
emotions
me?"
don't heal as fast as wounds do.
Ooh. But he also pulled her off a cliff and broke her back and let her heal. He's like, "Do you trust me? I'm gonna break your back."
Yeah. Do you
That's
trust
the
me?
best way to get someone's trust.
He totally took Aladdin's line too.
Yeah, but I will say, props to him for setting
trust
more
me?
realistic expectations.
I jump, you jump, remember?
You know,
Yeah, let's be realistic.
Aladdin's
Hey,
like
if Aladdin taught
magic
us
carpet
anything-
ride. That's a whole new world. He's like, I'm gonna try not to break your back, but I might not. Oh, sorry.
You know what's not realistic and it's okay? Love. Love is not realistic.
Love conquers
You
all.
have to water it. You have to want it. You have to believe in it.
You have to text your dead girlfriend
You
when
do.
she's been resurrected.
Text her 100 times, and it's gonna happen.
Yes,
But
there you go.
listen,
There you have it. Love is like a needy basil plant.
That dies
That
sometimes.
dies, but comes back to make the
but
perfect
comes back
omelet.
to tell you that you're not as good as the other plant that resurrected it.
I
Yeah.
know.
But I like that part in the end when he's like, "Why are you here?" He goes to tell Scott that he's sorry at the vet. She's like, "I'm here because you are." But what I felt inside,
bum.
tell me what you guys think. It felt like a compulsion thing. Like Theo has her tracking Liam's trail.
Yeah.
So she thinks she's there because she once loved him, but it came off weird to me like she's there because she's supposed to be tracking him because
I
Theo
feel you.
told her that.
I get that vibe too. That people are acting under almost a spell or some. That like you said, they're being manipulated somehow by
Some
Theo.
compulsion, yeah.
They just feel compelled to do his bidding.
Well, he even has that super creepy line when he's like, "You can't hide anything from me."
Yeah, I don't
You're
want this to
like,
sound like a
"Ugh."
threat. I
Definitely
don't
not
want
a
this
threat.
to sound like a warning. But don't with me.
But it's both of those things, and I'm terrified.
Yes.
Like,
Do you
oh.
want to die again?
It's like
Basically,
anytime
just throw
anybody
that in.
prefaces anything with that, it's like when you're like, I don't mean to be offensive, but whatever you're about to say is going to be offensive. Like,
Yeah,
you can't
exactly.
be like,
Don't
I'm
take
not
this
trying
the
to
wrong
be
way,
terrifying and
but-
creepy and stalkery and murdery, but I am
But
all of those things.
I'm just saying this because that's really what I'm doing. What's the chat saying? Let's check in.
I
love
just
the
glanced
chat.
up and I saw a little Aladdin reference. I
Emma
love
thinks
it.
that the episode felt short.
Yeah.
But I think that that's just because the pacing was so good on this episode that it really
Yeah.
pulled you in. And they were great about this show, especially, is so good about doing the quick cuts and giving you little bits of a scene for one character and then cutting to another one and then having it all tie together, but not until it's near the end. So
Shout out to the editors.
Yeah.
Ed, Corey, Greg, we love you guys. They've all come on our show before. Alyssa, we hope you guys come back. But the editing is...
Yeah, they really are
do a
killing it.
great
There's so
job.
many different
Yeah.
storylines, and they all seamlessly make their way into the episode. It does feel short because of that, but yeah, well done.
because time flies when you're watching Teen Wolf.
Bailey's not a fan of Kira at all.
Well, let's
Really?
talk about Kira. Now, they say that, Scott and Stiles, after they team up this episode, they say they're going to go, reassemble the pack, kind of a Team America thing. And we see Kira with some skinwalkers.
Yeah.
So it seems like she's off battling her inner demons with the skinwalkers, who also sort of look like they're resurrected out of the ground.
Yeah.
And they're trying to keep her, so it looks like next week, Scott's going to go, pull her out of the ground or something.
That was the desert.
See that?
Skinwalkers, I think that's what they
Yeah.
were called.
Are they?
Yeah, they're
Skinwalkers.
skinwalkers. Because she even
Okay.
says the skinwalkers don't like us being on their land. They'll find us.
True.
I think they already have. Dun dun dun!
I did really like them, though. They look like a team of badass women, which you guys know I'm all
Yeah,
about.
it seemed very Mad
Yeah,
Max, which I was all about. I was like,
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic feminist utopia.
Mad Max and Teen Wolf, let's do it! By the way,
Their skin was
speaking...
made for walking.
And that's just what they'll do.
One of these days, their skin is gonna walk all over you.
I'm just gonna keep.
Hey!
Just gonna keep shaking my head.
Marissa with the
Sorry.
save.
Thanks, Marissa.
thank you.
I think that really helps clarify the jokes for us.
That wasn't a joke.
So I want to talk about Malia. She's not having it with the pack right now. She's like, Scott, you don't want me on your team. I'm doing bad things, man. Doing bad things. I'm a bad wolf now. You don't want me.
You know, when Scott said, wait, what's going on? I hear a couple heartbeats in there. I was like, oh my God, she's pregnant with twins?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not think that
that
at
was
all.
my first.
No.
They're like, oh, no, in the house.
I thought
Okay.
somebody's tied up,
This is
but
not
I
a
didn't
soap
think that it was
opera,
just going to
Ryan.
be like...
I mean, that would be a nice twist, wouldn't it?
Which, by the way, I kept my promise. Malia and Stiles did not get back together and make brownies. So my hair, I did dye it red. It's a very dark red right now.
I was going to say, you're
it's red.
looking very Ariel-esque right now.
Oh, thanks. Can you tell that it's red?
Hold on, do this. Shim, shim, sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, I see it. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a raspberry sorbet and a raspberry truffle.
Thank you. Well, I kept my promise. They didn't get back together. They didn't make brownies. So
They did
you
not
guys
make
better up
brownies.
your bets on the predictions this time.
I'm saying Theo's still bad so far.
But what are you gonna do?
I'm still coming in
Cookies.
next week. If Lydia isn't kicking butt by next episode, that is, and if she doesn't
better.
wake up and start kicking butt, if we're not caught up to the timeline that we
Yeah.
initially came on
We can
episode
expect
1,
you to be in full wolf attire.
Wolf Attack.
I love it. Braden, who has also come on our show, Megan Tandy, and I'm gonna invite her back. She shows up. She's helping Malia fight the
Rough up
Soviet
this
Special
Russian-
Forces guy, which I don't know why we needed him, but apparently
For
they
answers.
give somebody a
Because
part.
that
Yeah.
awesome sight gag where he's like, I will tell you nothing. What if we pay you? Money, boom, secrets.
Universal language. The
So-
Benjamins.
Basically, what we get out of him is the desert wolf is up by the Canadian border, and he has our favorite character, Deaton, who has all the answers.
Yes.
So those answers are right now being held hostage from us. From all of us, the answers are hostage.
I know, the Russians.
Yeah. So hopefully, I know we're gonna see Malia trying to track down her mother still. So we'll see all that happening. And Theo's best way of training his dead chimeras is with car chargers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't he come?
It
Sorry,
was
which
a
character was that?
shocking
Was it
scene.
Cole. Yes. Thank you.
Nice.
The Punishers. Team Punishers.
jeez.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So Theo said he didn't take rejection well, and that's why he assembled this pack of dead chimeras. I mean, if you don't have any real life friends, go dig some up out of the ground. That's what you
Yeah.
do, right?
That's
the
what I
moral of
did
the
as a
story.
kid. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys did that, right?
Frankenweenie style.
I mean, maybe with like pets. 'cause,
Roly
like, you
polies and
don't
ants.
get
Those are
it.
my best friends.
I don't know. I'm still really excited for the episode where we see exactly how they resurrect.
And what's
chimeras,
wrong,
the
because they
original
keep
beasts.
saying, like, something is off.
Something's
off.
Is their spirit darkened? And then Corey shows up.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But
And
then I think that's so weird too when you're like, oh, maybe when they're brought back from the dead, their soul is darkened. Oh, you want to go out? Okay.
yeah, Mason is gonna go out on a date with Corey, and I don't feel like it's gonna go well because
No.
Corey wants this definitely.
But he's under Theo's wing.
Yeah, he's under that spell of Theo. I like it. I'm excited to see what happens, and I think, yeah, like Eric said, I think Corey will be one of the first to turn. Hayden soon behind, just because they have relationships on the other pack. I consider Mason part of Scott's pack as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, considering he's even
Yeah.
telling Liam, like, you need to go to Scott, as long as whatever you say starts with I'm sorry. I don't think it matters what you say after that.
Definitely.
Just go apologize.
One thing we forgot to talk about, Stiles and his dad. So they have the whole conversation, and his dad explains, you know, it's self-defense. Just because you wanted that person dead, it's still self-defense.
That was a very powerful,
Yeah.
powerful scene.
Did you feel it?
I
Your
felt
head
it. Well, you know
feels-
how I feel about Lyndon Ashby. Go on.
We
So
love Lyndon.
amazing.
He'll definitely be joining us.
Sheriff Stilinski, I mean, I think he even shocked Stiles when he said, I would burn the sheriff's department to the ground.
Yeah.
He realized, wow, this is my father feels this way. I mean, the guy who is by the book, the letter of the law kind of guy, saying he would burn down the sheriff's department just to protect his son. Their relationship got stronger, and you could see that afterwards.
And he understands, Stiles has been holding in all this guilt and this feeling for himself for so long. So being able to finally open up to his dad and have him say, I understand the conflict. Your head is saying this was self-defense. Your heart is saying that this was murder. You just have to wait for your heart to catch up.
Yeah, heart catch up to your head. He's like, I get that, but I want,
you lost something.
I lost something. When am I going to get it back? And the father is giving hard father truths, which is you're probably never going to get it back.
That loss of innocence. When you do something bad, guys, there's no going back. So don't do anything bad. Nothing.
Spoken like a true deviant.
I've done a lot of bad things.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
You can't go back. That's what I'm saying.
Can't go back to jail.
But you can be resurrected to be good.
Yes.
Like me. I'm reborn good.
You were reborn in the
I'm
fiery
good.
flames of red hair.
That's what happened.
The Phoenix. Kristen the Phoenix Snyder.
Yes. It's all true. All the rumors.
Great scene and great moments.
Yeah, so he forgives Scott, which is the beginning of forgiving himself. And I love that Stiles is now telling his dad, oh yeah, I've had all your passwords. So, because now they can work together. And Stilinski, his father, was like, I can't help you if you don't tell me everything. So I feel like we're finally going to get that honesty between those two. And the most shocking part of the episode was when one of the chimeras put a poison in what we thought was Stilinski's IV. Did that happen? Somebody on the chat.
Yeah.
Can you guys let us know?
That was confusing because he seemed like he was dying. He was dead.
Was it somebody else in the hospital? Another sheriff? I don't know what that scene was because Stilinski wasn't later plugged into an IV. And then we saw on the card exactly who it was, but I didn't see if it said Stilinski. Is anybody in the chat filling us in on if that was Stilinski that they put the poison in the IV? Okay.
Might be on a lag, but yeah. Guys, help us out with that. Why is Stilinski he's all good now, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that was him. Or was he resurrected?
Bum, bum, bum.
Let's go ahead and roll into predictions.
Hey! All right.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Whoa. That all really helps me. It gives me the energy to predict now correctly.
It hurts me. I forgot everything I was going to say.
I guess it works differently on other people. So, I really want, this is just a want of mine, don't know if it's going to happen, but I want it to happen. I want Stilinski to be a creature, to become a creature. It seems like they're teasing it, especially if that was him in bed getting a little bit of the poison, and then Theo was there too, so he could have been resurrected. Maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. I would like if, Stilinski ended up being some kind of supernatural creature by the end of this. I mean, finally he would have the understanding he would need, and he'd be like Super Cop! Yeah!
I like it.
Super Cop.
And I don't know what I'm going to do if that doesn't come true. Any suggestions? Maybe something a little less than dyeing my hair.
You could still bring us brownies. I mean, I thought I was looking forward to that.
All right, fine. I'll bring brownies.
A jar of Nutella brownies. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
See?
You guys go ahead with your predictions.
I think Lydia is going to be coming back strong. I think she's going to be kicking some butt. And I think Meredith is going to be her little creepy The Ring style spirit animal rooting her on the whole way.
All right.
I think they're going to assemble the pack. I think it's coming back together.
She's coming back.
I like that.
All right. I can dig it.
Their motley crew.
I don't know. Kevin, help me out. What do you predict coming down the road here for this Teen Wolf season?
It's a good question. I think there's going to be a really, really strong Chimera pack. It's going to take over. I think it's going to kill all the Banshees. That's what I'm saying.
I like that prediction because Theo's all like, oh, we're on your side. We're all fighting in the same bad wolf. But I don't think so. I think he's going to be on the team of the Javoda. And he's going to he just wants Scott and his pack dead, obviously. He wants to be the only wolf pack in town. That's become very obvious. But I still like him.
I still like him too.
Yeah.
And so I predict that right now he's playing both sides. I think he's playing the Dread Doctors. He's playing this guy. He's playing everybody for his own agenda. But I think that he will find redemption and become a season regular.
I think so too.
I think he'll be a part of the team.
I think that's why we like him.
Boom.
We
done.
sense his future with us.
Drop the mic.
All right, guys. You're always awesome, but if you want to be more awesome, you can follow me at Cinematic Escape. Elena?
You can find me on Twitter at Alana Jordan, Alana Jordan, and on Instagram at That Alana Jordan Girl.
That Alana Jordan girl. I'm
This one.
I'm this Ryan Malaty guy. You can follow me at Ryan Malaty everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, whatever. If you guys want to tweet us with the hashtag ABTVTeenWolf. If you like what you saw, subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Push that like button with the thumbs up for us. If you're listening on iTunes, subscribe. You don't miss a thing.
Tell a friend.
Give a big round of applause for our friend Kevin.
Thanks for joining
here.
us, Kevin.
Kevin, can we find you anywhere on the
You
interwebs?
can find me on the interwebs at the MacPhee, and then MACPHE.
The MacPhee.
All right, guys.
You got it.
Tell your friends about AfterBuzz TV. Download, rate, subscribe, and then have a good night.
Oh, I love you guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.